Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the world of wealth, luxury, and unbelievable lifestyles. Today, we're pulling back the golden curtains to reveal how the richest prince in Asia spends his billions, and trust me, his life makes even Hollywood movies look simple. From diamond-encrusted cars to private islands and palaces that feel like entire kingdoms, you won't believe what you're about to see. So, before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the lives of the world's richest and most powerful. Now let's get started. In a world where wealth is measured not just in money, but in power, influence, and extravagance, one figure stands above them all: the richest prince in Asia. His fortune is counted not in millions, not even in billions, but in unimaginable sums that most people can't begin to picture. And while many billionaires live quietly, preferring discretion to headlines, this prince has built a reputation for a life so extravagant, so larger than life, that it sounds like something straight out of a movie. Picture this. It's a quiet morning in the capital city. The skyline glistens with towers of glass and steel, but far above it all, sitting on acres of land, is a palace so vast it feels like its own kingdom. Marble floors imported from Italy. Chandeliers from Paris that each cost more than a private jet. And in the courtyard, a fleet of luxury cars lined up like soldiers waiting for inspection. Rolls-Royces, Bugattis, Ferraris, some painted in custom gold, others plated in diamonds, each one with his insignia stamped on the hood. But cars are just the beginning. For the richest prince in Asia, money is less of a tool and more of a playground. His spending habits have become legendary, from owning entire islands to throwing birthday parties that cost more than Hollywood movies. And yet, what makes him fascinating is not just the scale of his wealth, but the creativity in how he chooses to spend it. Take his morning routine, for instance. Most people wake up to an alarm clock. The prince? He wakes up to the sound of a private orchestra, live musicians playing in a wing of his palace, carefully chosen to match his mood. Some mornings it's classical symphonies. Other mornings it's soft jazz or even traditional folk music from centuries ago, reminding him of his royal heritage. The orchestra doesn't just play in the background, they follow him as he moves through the palace, making sure his every step is wrapped in music. Breakfast isn't a simple meal. It's an event. Exotic fruits flown in overnight from different parts of the world. Honey gathered from remote mountain regions. Fresh caviar served on golden plates. And sometimes, when he feels playful, he invites celebrity chefs from Michelin-starred restaurants across Europe and Asia to create a private breakfast experience just for him and a few close friends. Imagine sipping fresh mango juice while Gordon Ramsay or Nobu prepares your morning omelet. That's not fantasy, that's the prince's reality. And when breakfast is done, the question isn't, what's the plan for today, but which kingdom of luxury should he explore first? Should he take one of his custom-built yachts out into the ocean, each equipped with helipads, swimming pools, and underwater lounges? Should he fly his private Boeing 787 Dreamliner, not to a business meeting, but simply for the pleasure of having lunch in Paris and dinner in Tokyo on the same day? Or should he simply relax in one of his mansions spread across the world, from London to the Maldives? The truth is, when you're the richest prince in Asia, life doesn't happen on a schedule. It happens on your own terms. And every day is a chance to spend, to explore, to indulge, and to remind the world that you are living proof of what unlimited wealth really looks like. But behind all the headlines and Instagram posts, there's a fascinating question. How exactly does he spend his billions? Let's dive deeper, because the answer is a mix of wild extravagance, surprising passions, and moves so bold they've become legendary stories whispered in elite circles. When most billionaires talk about cars, they usually mean luxury sedans, maybe a Ferrari or two, or a private collection hidden away in some climate-controlled garage. But for the richest prince in Asia, cars are not just transportation, they are works of art, statements of power, and in some cases, rolling palaces on wheels. He owns more than 600 luxury cars, and that's a conservative estimate. Picture walking into a private garage the size of a football stadium, lit like a museum, with rare supercars lined up in neat rows. Bugatti Chiron's custom painted with his initials. Lamborghini Aventadors wrapped in pure gold. Rolls Royces with interiors hand-stitched from white crocodile leather. And here's the kicker. He doesn't just collect cars, he commissions cars that no one else on Earth owns. Entire factories have shut down production lines to build one-of-a-kind designs exclusively for him. Take, for instance, his diamond-encrusted Mercedes. Not diamond-studded seats. Not diamond accents. The entire exterior coated in real diamonds, sparkling under the desert sun like a jewel on wheels. The price tag? A jaw-dropping $48 million. And he drives it casually around town, guarded by a fleet of armored SUVs. And then there's his obsession with speed. On weekends, he doesn't just attend Formula One races, he builds private racetracks in his estates, where world-class drivers are flown in to race against him. Imagine waking up one morning and thinking, I feel like racing today. And within hours, Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen is in your backyard, revving up a car just to give you some competition. But his toys go far beyond cars. For him, toys mean submarines disguised as sharks, yachts that turn into floating nightclubs, and helicopters fitted with 24-karat gold interiors. One of his most outrageous toys? A life-sized recreation of the Batmobile, complete with gadgets, flamethrowers, and bulletproof armor. It looks like something straight out of a Hollywood set, but it's street legal. And yes, he's driven it through the city just for fun. When it comes to animals, his collection is just as jaw-dropping. While some wealthy people buy rare pets, the prince takes it to another level. In his private zoo, you'll find snow leopards, white tigers, and even cheetahs that he treats like oversized house cats. Videos of him casually feeding a lion in his backyard have surfaced online, shocking the world. But for him, this is normal. These animals are not trophies, they are part of his daily life. And speaking of daily life, let's talk about his watches. He doesn't just wear Rolexes or Patek Philippe's. His watch collection alone could fund an entire country's economy. Some are made with sapphires and rubies, others are custom designed so that every tick of the hand sparkles with diamonds. One watch in particular is rumored to be worth over $20 million, a unique piece crafted from meteorite stone, platinum, and rare black diamonds. For the richest prince in Asia, money isn't just spent, it's transformed into experiences, objects, and fantasies that most people couldn't even dream of. To him, it's not about showing off. It's about living life in a way where limits don't exist. But as insane as his car collection and toys are, they're just a fraction of his world. The real marvels lie in the places he calls home. Because when you're a prince with billions, palaces aren't built for shelter, they're built as monuments to immortality. And that's just a glimpse into the unimaginable lifestyle of the richest prince in Asia. From exotic pets to billion-dollar yachts, his life is proof that when money has no limits, the world truly becomes your playground. What would you do if you had that kind of wealth? Let us know in the comments below, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell, because we've got even more jaw-dropping stories about the rich, the powerful, and the extraordinary coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.